I am back after filling in a few more details on the time-lapse video, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what I did just so you understand a little bit more about how mandalas are drawn. I filled in just a line with these bigger shapes and then repeated this petal shape. And this is one of those places where you can adjust. Like this one that I started, it was a lot smaller than some of the other ones, but then I can adjust with the other shapes that I drew and make them a little more the same shape. And the same thing with this second scallop I added on top of the first one. I did that all the way around, and you can adjust some of them. No, we still don't have a perfectly symmetrical drawing, but you can kind of pull it more into a balanced drawing by making some of them a little bit bigger and some of them a little bit more shallow. And then further, my next step is going to help. You can adjust at that point also, because these are going to become like tips. I'm going to fill in with my pen. And then this one is down a little bit further, so I'm going to make this one just a little bit more, fill it in, add another line there. And then I'm going to do that all the way around with these second scallops, and I might fill in some of the other places more solidly, especially since this is a fairly thin line. It's not the thinnest tip that they have, but it's one of the smaller ones, so that it's a bit easier to draw. But then to make it stand out a little bit more, I love all this color, and it's more subdued than the background, but still, to make your drawing stand out, you can make the lines a little more bold. You can go over the same line again, even if you don't want to fill in a space. Just by going over a line again, you can make it more bold and stand out a bit more. So that's what I'll be doing in the next video. And again, I'm going to speed it up again, and I don't have a whole lot of a plan beyond that, filling in these spaces. Maybe I'll do some smaller shapes here, some flower shapes. We'll just see when I get there, but that's an idea that you could carry out if you found it interesting. So you will see the next part a little more sped up. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I did in the last video, the time-lapse video. I switched to this B tip. It could stand for bold, it could stand for brush, but it is more of a brush style marker, and I used it to fill things in because going over and over again with the small size was going to be way too time consuming, and this worked out really well. I'm just seeing a few spots where I missed, because it's got that fine point at it, so I can get in the small spaces, but then if I want it to cover more area, then you just press down more and it makes a bigger area. It covers a bigger area. And after I get some more details filled in there, I will probably be switching back to the small tip for some finer details. But I have this fortune cookie message. I save a lot of these and some of the messages from Yogi Tea, or other tea bags sometimes have a few things, but a smile is the most effective medicine. So this is not really what there we go. So I'm going to be cutting that apart and using the words at the top. And then I'll add some sort of thicker decoration down here. Right now I'm imagining using some washi tape that I'll tear. If that doesn't work in the moment, we'll see where it goes. I might do more mandala shapes at the bottom as a border, and then again I'll probably define the edges somehow. Maybe I'll use the bold, but look for those things. Those are nice ways to finish it, and I will do the next one in a time-lapse video, and you will get the idea just a little quicker.